All right, so Kevin Durant put out there that a lot of players in the NBA have no interest in playing with LeBron James. And I guess he's really talking about more than marquee guys. He didn't say that per se, but he was, read between lines, you can see that he's probably sharing an opinion that's given an opinion that's shared by many other NBA players that they don't really want to play with LeBron James because of the toxic environment due to the groupies in the media. You know, he was talking about how a lot of news media guys who are fawn all over LeBron James, every word that he says, and they make a mountain of a molehill of every little thing that's said, and you know, a lot of the stuff is non-basketball related. And you know, when he said that, you know, I immediately thought of two different guys. I thought of Nick Wright, and I thought of Colin Cowherd. I always, you know, that's the two biggest LeBron James fanboys that I know of. And when it pertained to basketball, he was saying that, well, there are a lot of guys who don't want to play with LeBron James because inevitably because of the way LeBron James plays the game, he's going to have the basketball. He's a distributor, so you're going to have to become more of a off-the-ball player or off-the-ball scorer. So if you're a Kawhi Leonard and you're used to having the basketball in your hands, you got to dramatically alter your game just to acquiesce the Lakers organization and, you know, and sort of defer to LeBron James. And that doesn't make sense, especially considering that LeBron James is now in the twilight of his prime years. And ultimately, Father Time is going to catch up with LeBron James. And he also gave credit to Kevin Love. He was saying that Kevin Love never gets the credit that he deserves for dramatically altering his game to adjust to playing with LeBron James. And the same thing for Chris Bosh. And that's true. And I've always noticed, too, that, and I've done it myself. We've all done it. Have you noticed that those two guys, Chris Bosh, before he was to Toronto, he was putting up 24 and 10 before he came to Miami. Kevin Love had seasons putting up like 26 and 13, you know, 25 and 14 when he was in Minnesota. And they had to dramatically change their games, all right? They always got so much criticism. And the reason why they got so much criticism, these two guys, especially the first couple of seasons there with their new teams, the Heat and the Cavaliers, they were trying to adjust to becoming catch and shoot players, which is what they weren't accustomed to being probably their entire lives, from prep, college, to pro. They always play the game one particular way, and all of a sudden you got to change your game up. So it was a learning experience for them. They had to change their instincts and how to play within the offense. It was totally different from them. So they struggled a little bit. But they eventually got the hang of it, especially with Chris Bosh, man, because Chris Bosh was not really, if I remember serving correctly, noted for his three-point shooting. But he became, for a big man, a pretty good outside shooter. But he did get a lot of criticism. And Kevin Love got a lot of criticism. And I think it's unwarranted. And Kevin Durant mentioned that. Some people interpret this as, well, this means that Kevin Durant's not going to play with the Lakers. Well, it could mean that. Or it could be a way for, you know, I always see Kevin Durant as a bit of an introspective person, probably a deep thinker. He's very sensitive. Usually people who are very sensitive tend to be thinkers. It could be a way for Kevin Durant to put out there that, you know, maybe he's even doing it on a semi-subconscious level, if I'm going to play with this guy in any capacity, don't fucking criticize me and don't be, overanalyzing every fucking thing I do. All right? And give me credit when credit's due. Doesn't Kevin Durant sound like that? He doesn't like when he doesn't get credit for stuff. Stop giving all the praise to one guy, LeBron, and give credit to others. And there are a lot of people in the media who are indeed LeBron James fanboys. It's the truth. It's like now it's popular for sports personalities to cater to a certain not demographic, a certain base. Like Colin Cowherd and Nick Wright, they cater to LeBron James fanboys. Skip Bayless caters to LeBron James haters. It seems like to me that Stephen A. Smith is trying to cater to Kevin Durant haters, but I don't know if that's going to work, because I don't think that. The problem with that is a lot of people that really disliked Kevin Durant was because of that one particular move that he made. But it's not aside from the move from OKC to Golden State, which I have my own opinion about, But aside from that, I don't really particularly find Kevin Durant to be a person with a polarizing personality or a toxic personality. He's always been sort of a quote unquote good guy. So I don't know how long, I don't even know if that strategy will work with Stephen A. Smith. His copycat ass. But, yeah, that's all I got to say about it, man. It does seem like a lot of guys don't want to play with LeBron James, because if you go there, you're not going to get credit for shit. And you're going to get all the blame when the Lakers lose. It's people today. It's people today that I encounter on social media. And they say stupid shit like, well, LeBron James won 2 championships in Miami playing with bums. I'm like, bums? What the fuck are you talking about? Don't you remember Dwayne Wade being there? You don't remember Chris Bosh? You don't remember him? How about Udonis Haslem? Mike Miller? Shane Battier? You don't remember these guys? Ray Allen? You don't remember him? I do. I remember him the biggest shot of his goddamn career, and to an extension LeBron James' career, because if you don't hit that shot, LeBron James has one less ring. But he played with a bunch of bumps. That's why people don't want to play with this guy. All they see, his fanboys, is the imprint of his fucking jersey shorts. That's all these fucking dudes see, man. That's all they fucking look at. These guys have a infatuation with this dude like I've never seen in sports, man. They love this guy. And that's why guys like Nick Wright and Colin Cowherd are, they have a broad audience because of the infatuation that a lot of people have for LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a pretty big LeBron James fan until I started seeing certain things that I didn't like about, him, as far as him being a stat chaser. You know what I'm saying? Like, I noticed that he was a stat chaser, and I noticed that he was kind of narcissistic when it came to his numbers and how he views himself, and and how sometimes he throws teammates under the bus in subtle ways. He does it. He's done it in the past, and it's a lot of other shit, man. But anyway, kudos to Kevin Durant, man. I agree with you 100%.